Game 2 between the Viper and Stefan. As far as I know, they didn't pick Civilizations. It's random. Stefan got Portuguese again. Second time in a row. And we have Saracens this time for the Viper. Let's see how this game is going. Start with Stefan's map, which is looking awesome already. Main gold, safe in the back. Main stone, safe in the back. Second gold, extra gold, all in the back. This is beautiful. This is perfect. This is amazing. Second stone is forward outside. Third gold is forward outside and 3 deer outside, which you should be able to lure in actually. Just use a sheep, keep the gate open. So Stefan's map already amazing. Let's see if he can take advantage of that. One relic close to his base, another relic not too far away. There's an extra gold on the right hand side in the neutral zone. There's one relic on the left hand side, neutral. And this one I guess is close to the Viper. Let's see if he can find these sheep. They're pretty far away actually, and Viper is searching the other side. Let's quickly check his fog of war. And ooh, that's close. He missed them by 2 tiles. So he should be able to find them later on, unless Stefan is going to be faster here. We're going to find out. Viper, main gold, second gold, both forward on the wall here inside. Third gold on the right hand side is outside. Second stone is outside, close to the walls. One really close to space here for the Viper. And anything in the back here aboard the main stone. Somewhat in the back, not really perfect, but this is going to be a difficult game for the Viper. He could try to go for some Siege Monk Rush using the Saracens market bonus, go for that main stone, just skip the gold for the stars, but I'm not sure if Viper really wants to do this. He's not really the smashing kind of guy. A little bit of idle time here on the villagers, but I guess since it's not a tournament game, of course you can afford to have that. It's just rated games. And Viper is starting to push his deer from the outside. He opened 3 tiles of wall, maybe 4. I guess he wants to re-wall here, it makes sense. The deer are actually quite awkwardly placed, but Viper is able to get them in using the fact that the wall is wide open now. Viper's map not really good. Let's see how he's going to play this. I would love to see a smash here, to be honest, but I'm not sure if it's really the best idea. And if Stefan is going for a castle again, then this might be really difficult. Viper could also go for a castle, maybe like some sort of fast imp, but how to follow up? It doesn't really make sense here. Viper is up first, 24 population, 1 villager on gold. Maybe he wants to sell some wood later on, that's possible. And we have Stefan still going for villagers, he's going 27 population, sending 2 villagers to gold, but not on stone this time, at least not for now. Maybe he's going to send villagers there later on. Of course, that's possible, and we're going to see Viper up to feudal age within seconds. Going for the barracks. Are we going to see stable here? I don't see crossbowmen being the perfect choice here. And the barracks not finished yet. What is happening? Market and blacksmith coming up. Barracks to that. And I guess Viper is going to go with 4 feudal age buildings then. He should be able to afford it. Doesn't have enough. Ooh, he's selling all his stones. So this might be a siege monk rush. A few spearmen to help out. And I think Viper, yeah, is sending villagers to gold now. He's not going for the stone. I'm not sure how good the market bonus still is. Did that get changed during one of the many balance patches? It's possible. Viper 1410 uptime, that's 26 population. He's gonna go for the smash here, I think. And archer range forward, so I'm kind of wrong here, to be honest. The smash is not what it's looking like. And Stefan is on the way to castle age now as well. Can he see the archer range? He can see it now, and this is very important for Stefan and information that he wanted to have. Stable is up for him. Not going for a castle this time, 4 villages on gold. I guess he wants to go for the relics once again. But I think that's 3 TCs for Stefan and trying to fight for map control. Siege Workshop coming up forward for the Viper. He is with 10 villagers, 9 villagers on gold, 1 TC only obviously. And what is the plan here? Siege Workshop for a Siege Tower Hub, that's the idea. But Stefan might have spotted that as well. Did he see the Siege Tower? Where is it going? Is there a Siege Tower around? Yes, it was in the Siege Workshop. And now there's the first crossbowman getting dropped in. It's only 4 and Stefan is completely walled. Look at this, the palisade wall is a weak spot here. This might be open. Wait, how did that go? Did you go like here? And no, it's closed here. I guess that was a tree or something. And Stefan has a scorpion in the back. TC coming up on the wood line. Another TC potentially coming up soon. Stefan is of course missing a little bit of wood now. And Viper should be able to get all the relics in. But there's still 2 scouts around. More crossbowmen getting dropped in, getting dropped out again. What is Viper doesn't really know what to do here apparently. Going for a second TC now. He had to buy 100 stone. He realized, oh, my opponent's map is too good. It's not going to be possible to go in there and do the damage. And Stefan should be ahead with the boom then. 34 against 36 now villagers. So 2 ahead, and Stefan has the 30 TC coming up. Viper, what's the plan here? Are we going to see a 30C for you? Doesn't look like it for now. The crossbow moving around. I think Viper should at least try to go for the relics then. But yeah, he's got a monastery here. Can you No, I don't think monks fit in the siege tower, do they? That would be too OP. And Viper for now, with 3 TC coming up on the main stone on the wood line, very nice TC spot. Problem is, Stefan is ahead, and we know how good Stefan is at booming. I dare to say Stefan is a better boomer than Viper, to be honest. At least on Arena 1v1, when you go for that strategy. I'm not sure if it's true, and Viper should be better on like Arabia team games and something like that. But Stefan really figured out how to boom on Arena and get the maximum out of everything here. And unless it's tournament mode, I think Stefan is better at that. In the tournament mode, I think Viper might still have the edge here. Not sure. You can judge yourself. You can have your own opinion. I have mine, and it doesn't really matter. Actually, Viper, as you can see, 4 TCs now. He wants to catch up desperately. And at the same time, he's still taking minor fights. No, actually, he's not. 2 Cav archers. I don't really understand that, to be honest. There's 2 Scorpions. There's a Mangonel. There's scouts around. And the Viper collect the relics. Actually, Stefan now going for the relics as well, because Viper is not putting any more pressure on Stefan here. Stefan 4 villages on stone. Does he have 3 or 4 TCs? It's 3 as far as I can see. Yes, handcard coming in. And Stefan should be able to go up to pure age within the next minute and a half, because his economy is looking really strong here. A lot of farms up and running. Only minor fights in the middle now. Viper is actually trying to take the fight. And he looks like... Whoa, wait, was there a green cav archer as well? Did Stefan convert a unit? Don't know about it. It's possible. Can you see the percentage on the monk? No, as long as it's carrying a relic, it doesn't show that. Didn't know that actually. And now Viper low on everything. You can see the resources for Viper not looking too good. He's gathering some stone here, but Stefan, yeah, that took pretty much 1.5 minutes, and he's on the way to Imperial Age. What to do here? Now Portuguese against Saracens. Are we going to see the organ guns again? Is it going to be bombard cannons, hand cannoneers, which doesn't really make so much sense. I'm not sure about it. I guess... Ooh, archer coming up. Do the Portuguese get Arbalest actually? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Crossbow coming up. Maybe they do. I want to find out. And Arbalest is possible. Very important detail that I didn't know about. But every player who's playing 1v1s should know this and probably knows. I'm not playing, so I don't really know everything. Stefan going for the Arbalest approach this time, and I guess it's a good idea. Castle coming up in defensive position, but he's not going to rely on the lead organ guns, at least not at the beginning. Arbalest is just quicker, and Stefan will be able to get the important upgrades. Arbalest, Bracer, and possibly chemistry. Viper going for a castle now between those 2 goals, the main goal and the second goal here. Very important to get that castle up. Question is it going to be in time? Because Stefan should go for the... Yeah, he's doing that trebuchet immediately. Chemistry on the way, Bracer, and Arbalest is apparently the least important upgrade of those 3, so makes sense. Yeah, chemistry for the bombard cannons, I think. And now Viper, a few crossbowmen, 2 monks on the field. Not too much. 1 Mangonel here, and Viper is on the way up to Imperial Age. Husbandry and skill barding armor coming in. We might see... Yeah, what actually? Camels? Camel production starting. Interesting. You get the Cilla tree upgrade, unique upgrade. But is it a good idea against Arbalest? I guess not. Now, Stefan is sending an Arbalest forward, which is not good. He's running into the castle. He's losing 3 or 4 in the process. But he knows what the castle is. That means he can start to attack that castle immediately. Viper's still not up to Imperial Age. Ballistics away from Stefan, such an important upgrade. Archer range will go down. The siege workshop should fall very soon. Yeah, the castle is taking care of that. And a second trebuchet on the way. Second castle coming up in the forward position. Stefan has the push going for himself, and Viper won't have an easy time to defend this, in my opinion. Camel's still going. Cemetery on the way immediately. That is so important to get that. Bloodline's done, but Viper is low on the resources, and with the 170 villages he has, he's now investing. Cemetery needs to get finished before the castle is going down. It shouldn't be a problem, but there's 2 trebuchets and bombard cannon. No third trap on the way. Stefan probably doesn't need it. Doesn't have the wood to go for a third trap. And barracks now coming up. Actually, he did see the camel, so wants to go for pikemen, potentially halberdiers. And heavy camel on the way for the Viper. Those camels will have 170 HP. Is that correct? We're going to find out anytime soon now. Arbalest getting caught up in a very hard between a rock and a crazy place, in a very difficult position, dying obviously. And heavy camels 170 HP, 4 pierce armor. Still, the Arbalest should be fine, and Stefan has the bomber cannons and 3 trebuchets now around. I think he should attack the stables as soon as possible, and the Mangonels are actually quite annoying, to be honest. Double siege workshop coming up here. Stefan's resource is looking okay, doesn't need as much food. Viper got a decent amount of food, but not so much gold. And there's the big fight happening. Camels moving in, and we're going to see halberdiers fighting the camels, but those trebuchets might go down pretty fast. Stefan has a pretty decent fighting position, Monk in the middle of all those Arbalest, and the heavy camels are trying to do as much damage as possible. so I need to run away from the Halberdier. And it looks like Stefan is emerging the winner out of this fight. Viper on 6 military units, and Stefan probably should have this game now. He's moving in. Viper, no defense. Stefan is population capped 200, and Viper on 160 and housed. Arbalest moving in to start and attacking villages, and one trebuchet, one bomber following up to take down TCs. Lead skirmisher down, fortified wall for Stefan on the way. I like this idea because Viper might start, yes, starting to attack with the cap ram here, double siege workshop forward. But I think Viper has too much trouble, too many problems at home to be able to really do damage on Stefan's base, and Stefan could spread out his economy to the left hand side. He's got villages here, and he's putting down another castle quite forward. Stefan's resources looking amazing here. Viper not giving up yet. There's no reason to. The population is still looking good, even though Stefan is way ahead on the score. But score isn't really all, isn't everything. The thing is, the siege units are doing so much damage, and Viper is only on 23 military units, no gold units for him, that he is calling the GG. He was quite low on anything. Stefan doing arquebus there. Very nice push here from Stefan. Viper went with an all-in strategy against a map that was too easy to defend for Stefan here, and Stefan used this opportunity and went with the quick Arbalest, Halberdier, and siege units against the Viper. Taking this game, hope you enjoyed this one, and see ya in game number 3, last game for now, then between Viper and Stefan.